Hey guys, week 4, you are doing awesome. As always, I like to start with the affirmation because really I can't believe how well you guys are adapting to the living document and just getting everything in on time. So I'm really happy to see how much progress that we're making. I'm really enjoying reading your fictional narratives. Now I'm moving on to the personal narratives. I have a couple pieces of feedback and answers for you because on that Google form that you guys filled out, you had some questions for me, and so I'm happy to answer them and kind of clear up some loose ends. So, first one is Google form. I had a lot of people asking about the reading options. So the two options again are the Kite Runner, and that has accompanying reading questions that they seem like they're due every 2 weeks, but the reminder is all of that work is not due until May 30th. Even though it says the following Tuesday that work is due, that's just a schedule for you to follow. It's nothing that is like a hard line in the sand. All reading work, 5 short story responses, the reading questions for the Kite Runner, that stuff is not due until May 30th. That's when I'll be looking at it. The complaints I was getting, or not really complaints, but just kind of worries, was, Miss Henry, there's so much writing and it's due that Saturday. I don't feel like it's a polished work. I don't feel like it's enough time. And I hear you and I get it. The thing is, nothing is really due until May 30th, so you may have not gotten all that you needed for the credo paper, or maybe the fictional narrative was just not your best work. It doesn't mean you can't go back and add to it, fix it, make it better, or just even get to the word count that I'm looking for. So remember, it is some writing right now, but that doesn't mean that you have to get it all in right now. May 30th is going to be that hard stop for us, and I want to make sure that you feel supported in the writing process and that you feel like you have enough time, because I think that you do have a lot of time, but when you have it at the beginning of the week and do Saturday, I hear you that feels like a lot. But remember, I'm not looking for polished products in a week. I'm looking for more polished products in the next 6 weeks. Week's assignment is going to be combined. Mrs. Lott and I decided to maybe ease up on the writing a little bit just because I saw your feedback in that form and you guys were feeling a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of writing and having kind of one big assignment. Some of you actually are liking that, so I'm happy to hear that you have the one assignment, you get that done during the week. But we wanted to try something different. So we came up with the persuasive flip grid. So this week you are going to be kind of looking and thinking about the inventions that you did for humanities, as well as thinking about the writing process and persuasive writing. So we have talked about ethos, pathos, and logos, and those are persuasive tactics. And the end goal is going to be do some research for humanities and upload your research to the living document. And that's the only real thing that's going to go on the living document this week is your research on the inventions. And then the flip grid for me is going to be answering the question, does the invention or did the inventor do something that ended up positive for the world or negative, and why? So based on your research of these inventions, you're going to come back and do a flip grid persuading me to see these people as heroes or as villains. I think that the document is a bit long. We're trying to shorten it for you so it becomes a bit easier, but do know that it's really as simple as that. Part 1, getting the research onto the living document for humanities, and then part 2, the flip grid for me, the link is on the document where you are attempting to persuade me whether or not what these people did or what this invention did is either heroic or villainous for the world, and that would be it. The last thing and wrap up is attendance begins this week. Technically, I'll be taking attendance for this previous week's work. So every Monday, teachers are going to be asked to put in, did students show up to your distance learning class? And that doesn't mean did you complete everything. It means did you show up to Google Classroom Zooms? Did you do work? Did you complete a check-in? So if you are actively checking my classroom, then you are 100% fine. At this point, I only have about 3 people that I'm having a hard time getting in contact with. But if you have been in contact with me this previous week at all, you did some assignments, then you are good for the week and you will be marked present. If you have not done anything for the class in these 4 weeks, then the district is going to begin to hold those people accountable and hopefully figure it out if it is a technology issue, because I know that we are having some of those issues, like no access to Wi-Fi, no access to a computer. So the district really wants to figure that out for you and support you as best we can. If you know of someone that's struggling, or if you are aware that someone is having technology issues, either let me know or please reach out to our principal so we can get it figured out for them and get everyone in the best mode to succeed. For the rest of this week, it's just going to be that joint assignment, the check-in number 4 and the exit ticket number 4, and then that will be the week. I also just did the lip sync YouTube video with a bunch of different teachers, so stay tuned for that. Your teachers are wanting you to know that even though we are alone right now, we are alone together. I miss you guys. I miss the classroom. I really hope that this video is answering any kind of missing questions that you have, but the feedback was really important to me. So I had 75 freshmen respond to that Google form, which is awesome. And out of 75, 100% of you, all of you said that you are liking the way that I'm creating the schedule with work due on the weekend. So I appreciate that. I'm going to keep trying my best to support you. Please be patient with me in the process. I know that the grading might be a little slow for these 2 writing assignments, but I'm trying to give you feedback. I'm trying to respond. I'm trying to connect with you still. So that's all I have for this week. I hope that you have an awesome week. I hope you stay healthy. And again, reach out when you need me. I am happy to respond. It's really nice to hear from you either way. Okay? Don't do anything weird.